Welcome aboard for the Wednesday, August 20th edition of Barnstable Today. Hello once again, I'm Mark Mumford.
The Town Council has a full agenda set for tomorrow evening, including continued discussion on the local comprehensive plan and a first reading on proposed appointments to the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Town Council President Janet Jochum was the point person at the Town Council Agenda News Conference.
Slate that everybody's been asking about, and this is what has come from first the ad hoc committee and then our appointments committee after interviewing, and these are the recommendations. 2009-020, acceptance of a grant, and this is for our pricing verification. This is an annual grant, but it may be in trouble after this year from what I understand. 2009-021, authorization for the town manager to enter into a regulatory agreement between the town of Barnstable and the Ruth Rusher Trust. This is being sponsored by Councilor Toby and Councilor Tinsley of Hyannis. If anybody has any questions, they can help with that. And 2009-022, appropriation and transfer of $220,000 to be referred to a public hearing in September, and this is for reconstruction of the West Bay bulkhead. Actually, this is listed as refer to a public hearing, but we can act on it. That was an incorrect listing. So this is actually unexpended bonds, and we can act on this. Needless to say, this is going to be a very busy meeting. There are some public hearings in here that I expect will draw some attention. And if anybody wants to speak to items that don't have a public hearing, that has to be done at public comment, which will begin a little after 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's actually been a real, it's been, you know, despite the negative issues that started the whole thing, this process has been a real positive process because there have been so many people that have come forward who are qualified and willing, and as one of the ad hoc committee members and the appointments committee member kept saying as he interviewed each person was, we need people whose feet are running as they hit the ground. And just about everybody here is going to be able to do that. There are some that aren't.
Applications are still being accepted for the upcoming 12th session of Inside Barnstable Town Government, a Citizens Leadership Academy. We learn more from facilitators Susan French and Meg Laughlin.
12th edition, Citizens Leadership Academy. Meg, give us a little history on this.
Okay, the credit really has to go to John Klim because he was the one who incepted this whole plan. And I think what he saw was a disconnect between some of the residents and town government once we went to a town council form of government rather than a town meeting. And he had seen how successful the police academy was and approached us and said, you know, I know we've got the talent in the town to put forth what we do, but I need some people to organize it. So Sue and I both have are teachers and have that background in teaching and organizing. So we spent 3 or 4 months putting it together, meeting with the town department heads and just kind of figuring out what would be good for them to cover. And started off, and this is our 12th session. So it started 6 years ago, really because of John Klim and his foresight of reaching out to the community.
And Susan, a very ambitious agenda, at least from my perspective.
Oh yes, it's an 11-week course, and we start in September and we go to mid-November, and we rotate various locations to see the different departments hands-on. We go right to the departments. It is a general overview, but every single municipal department in the town is covered, and it's very thorough, but again, an overview, and it gives people an opportunity to do a couple things. One is to get involved. Most people want to be involved, but they don't know how. It gives people a chance to give feedback and to ask questions, and it also gives people a chance to put a face to a name so that they feel their government is accessible, and that's critical today.
Now, is this something for everybody? Who do you see as being the folks you would like to see to take advantage of this opportunity?
Well, it's open to anyone who either lives or works in the town of Barnstable. And it's, you know, we feel it's just wide-ranging. Obviously, we would love people that want to get involved to be sure and take it. But I also think it's a good opportunity for people who might feel critical of town government to really come and understand the way it works and then maybe reassess their opinion. You know, it's kind of easy to criticize from afar, but once you really have gotten in and see the way things work, you know, sometimes you have a different perspective. And it's absolutely free as can be. And the, you know, we provide snacks and try and make it really friendly, you know, for people. And it's because it's offered at night and some people come right from work. So we try to make it as user-friendly as possible.
It is a bit of a commitment. People have to be in. It's a fairly, not a long haul, but you have to be in there for a while.
Yeah, it's like taking a course, and we do ask for a commitment of 11 weeks, but we understand that things come up. But again, if you're going to take it, then you get the complete overview by seeing in 11 weeks. And we do offer 2 sessions a year, so that for people that on Wednesday nights in the fall may not be convenient, we have a winter session that starts at the end of January, and that's usually on Tuesday nights. So we ask people to apply for either session. We keep the applications on file, and we will contact them, and hopefully people can access whichever evening or commitment is easiest for them.
Meanwhile, the fall session coming up pretty quickly, and there's still some room available. Is that correct?
Yeah, we have a few slots. It starts September 3rd and runs until November 13th.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think we're almost full, but you know, we always have a few people at the end that, oh gee, I thought I could take it and I can't. So it's really good to get your name in if you're interested in taking it all. And one thing that we didn't mention, we also offer a 7 Villages bus tour on a Saturday morning that's optional for the members of the class, but people just love it. And we have guides get on and off the bus that live in those various areas and point out some historical, but mostly municipal sites, and even people that have been lifelong Cape Codders who went on the tour thinking they weren't going to learn anything have just raved about it. We've never had, you know, a negative comment about it. So that's a real highlight of the course too.
Sounds like a real plus. And what do people have to do if they want to get involved in the September session?
Well, first of all, put an application in as soon as possible, and they can access that 2 ways. One, they can go right on online to the town website and pull an application, fill it out, and get it into the town manager's office. They can also call the town manager's office, which is 508-862-4610 to call for an application, and the people would be happy to send anyone an application and get it in as soon as possible, and we'll put you on the list.
How's the feedback been from the previous classes?
Oh, it's been fabulous. You know, I think starting with Sue and me, because we started this course feeling like we knew a fair amount about the town and really what were we going to learn, but we have learned so much and feel so lucky to live in this town and really want to share that with people. But the people that take it are just amazed at how much the town does really on such a tight budget. So that's the feedback we get over. But the professionalism of the staff comes through time and again, the commitment, you know, people that present, you know, at these sessions do so on their own time.
And people take it for lots of reasons, and that we like that. We like to have diversity and different you know, people that come from different walks of life. However, there's nobody, and we've had well over 300 people take the course, that has not come out and said to Meg and myself, I've learned so much, and if nothing else, just to get educated and to be better informed as a better informed citizen, then they can help to make choices in government. So that, I think, is universal, that nobody has taken it and not been, you know, very impressed by the wealth of knowledge.
And another interesting thing is town employees who maybe have been with the town just a short time and work in, you know, one department in the town have taken it really just to learn everything about the people that they interact with. And so that's been real positive feedback too. People that actually work for the town have been very, very impressed and pleased to get the information.
A great week of weather continues. Tonight, mostly clear skies with temperatures dropping into the lower 60s. And tomorrow, plenty of sunshine in the mix with highs in the mid-70s.
It's a pretty busy week for meetings. This evening at 7, it's the Hyannis Main Street Waterfront Historic District Commission in the School Administration Building at 7. At 7:30, the Shellfish Committee meets over on Finney's Lane in the MEA Conference Room. And tomorrow evening at 7, it's the Town Council right here in the Town Hall hearing room.
On the entertainment scene, Azleton Park will be heating up Friday evening as the Incredible Casuals hit the Azleton Park stage at 6 o'clock as part of the Reggae Rhythm and Blues concert series.
And don't forget, only 1 week to register to vote in the primary. The deadline is the 27th. The town clerk's office will be staying open late on deadline day. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Kevin Friel.
We'll see you right back here tomorrow. I'm Mark Mumford.